Want to know how to get rid of your toe fungus for good? Then you must see this. Top medical doctor should
Steven Correño, KO Artist Sports, so here with AB Lopez. Man, ran the hill, the mountain, really, right? What?
Easy, man.
I was gonna say, talk to me about that. 42 years old. How old are you, brother?
25.
25. You're keeping up with them? You're struggling? How's it going?
You know what, man? In the very beginning, it's a struggle. You know, it's that struggle where it's just your legs get tight. But towards the end, now I'm a little more comfortable, a little more. I'm okay with it. You know, and before I would like huff and puff, but now I feel like I'm be able to control my breathing a little more. You know, to be able to work out with them a little more. So it's getting better. It's getting better.
Talk about Manny, man. I'm sure you've been in camp with him this whole time.
Yeah.
Has he kind of ramped up as well, like from the beginning of camp to now?
Yeah. This is actually my second camp with him. First camp, I got him ready for Keith Thurman. Was very honored and very grateful for that as well. But yeah, man, he's picking up. You can tell he's picking it up. Today he did 2 sets of sit-ups. He pushed himself on the run. He sprinted a little more. Yeah, man, he's pushing himself a lot more right now. 3 weeks away, and yeah.
So even 3 weeks away, and he's still ramping up.
Oh man, he's ramping up right now. As like, you know, right now he's probably going to go home, rest, and then later on train as hard, and then tomorrow sparring again.
Are you? Do you spar with him in this camp as well?
No, I am not sparring with him this camp. Last camp I did. Right now I'm just training with him, just to be able to run his presence.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, like talk about the sparring with him when you did last camp. What's kind of the biggest difference sparring Manny than you would say with maybe anybody else?
For me, absolutely, there's no getting ready for Manny. There's that. But for me, it was in the beginning to where it was starstruck first. It was starstruck first, and then second, it was just more of that coming forward. You don't know what to do, man. He's just keep coming forward. He's amazing fighter. He is who he is because of the way he is. But after that, you know, little by little, I started, you know, helping him out, gets faster, starting adjusting more to his style. It was not easy, but I started adjusting, and he really liked my style, and I was very grateful that he kept me all the way till the end.
Well, what if you had to pick one thing out of sparring that Manny does that's just different from anybody else, or the biggest thing that's like hard to get used to? What would you say that is?
His angles.
Yeah.
he's not just coming forward. He's not coming from the right to left. He's coming from the middle, 90-degree, 40-degree angles, man. He's coming from everywhere, bro. You can't even tell, but it feels like he has 6 arms with him, man.
So he's just all over the place.
He's all over the place.
And is the power kind of the same no matter what angle he goes? Are you kind of always like? I
don't believe he goes full out with us just because he wants to. He practices more on skill, you know, practice a little bit more on head movement. So he practices a little bit more on the things he needs to practice on instead of actual power, instead of actually trying to kick our butts in there, you know. So he's practicing on the things he needs to practice on instead of work, you know. So it's a different type of sparring. But yeah, his sparring's amazing, man. It's great.
It's funny. It's interesting to say that because I hear like Andre Ward. I heard was the type of guy who wanted to win the sparring, like kind of, you know, didn't like maybe the practice part of it.
Right, just want to kick his butt.
Became like, all right, I just want to win. Like, so Manny's more of a like if you maybe start getting the better of him, he'll more just kind of stop.
No. Manny's not like that. Manny stays from the very beginning to the very end. He stays who he is. He just practices on just what he needs to practice on. You know, I don't want to say, you know, other than that, you know, but he needs to practice. He knows what he needs to practice on. He knows what he needs to do. He knows the style of the other fighter. So he likes to practice on what he needs to practice on, head movement, under uppercuts, whatever he needs to practice on, that's what he'll focus on sparring.
Are you a southpaw?
No, I'm not.
So you're right hand.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
I don't wonder you're not. Yeah.
You know, it's just an honor for me to be here. Right. You know, it's a great pleasure and privilege. But yeah, man, I'm not sparring with him this time. Just last time.
When you see him in camp, southpaw, or just Manny Pacquiao, how does that like, or how do you think that plays out in the fight? Right? Obviously, I don't want you to give me too much out of the camp, but the southpaw and southpaw thing. Do you feel Manny has fought southpaw in over 10 years or 15 years, something like that? But
no matter what Manny has in front of him, he'll take control.
Yeah. He's always kind of been that guy.
Exactly.
Yeah. Hey B man, what's going on? What's the latest with you, brother?
Right now I'm training with them. You know, it's a great privilege, great honor just to be next to him. You know, I'm getting ready for October. Gonna be fighting pretty soon. No date yet, but I'm getting ready for myself.
Any show, anything you're trying to get on? Any guys' cards you're trying to get on?
As of right now, no, not right now. Just focusing on myself, helping Manny. You know, just to support him and just to be his, you know, just to be able to push him a little more. You know, even if I could, if I'm not, even if I don't, that's okay. But if he can just see me, that's all that matters.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's invaluable, right? The experience you're getting right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Tell the fans, brother, where they can follow you and see the journey.
You can follow me on Instagram, AB_Lopez96.
There it is, ABP.
Grabe naman po.
Guys, behind the cone, please. Behind the cone.
Want to know how to fly to Costa Rica for just $206 round trip, or Peru for $282?
Thank you. Thank you very much. One more, if you don't mind.
Okay, thanks.
What's up, Sean?
I got real quick. Go ahead.
Go ahead, bro. Stephen Cudeno, Pale Artist Sports. We're here with Sean Gibbons. Man, you're almost as popular as Manny over here. You got people taking pictures with you and stuff. Do you get that kind of love in the Philippines as well?
I do, and I love the Filipino fans, some of the best in the world. All I am is a guy that just likes to help, and I appreciate their thinking I'm somebody. I'm just a guy, just another guy.
Yeah, man, it's you're more than that, brother. Obviously, you're here with the man. Less than 3 weeks out, he's looking, man, just like he looked 10 years ago, 15 years ago. What can you tell me about camp and how that's going?
Well, I think it went very well so far. 42 years and 8 months. You're always going to have a little, little tightness here and there, but overall, he's had a great sparring, great running. You can see the fans out here, so I feel very good. I feel he's in a better place than he was with the Thurman fight.
I was just going to ask, the Thurman fight, I feel like Thurman brought a little more out of Manny with, kind of talking about Jesus and insulting religion and things like that. Earl's obviously not that guy. He doesn't talk like that, but you still see a bigger difference now as opposed to then. I feel like Manny was maybe more motivated, but I don't know. Maybe I'm not in camp. So
different ways. Thurman brought.
Can an 8,000-year-old herb really increase your T, lower your body fat, and maximize your bedroom performance? Clinical trials say absolutely. Over 3,000 testimonials from all over the world have been flooding in our inbox for Unzu's Testro X product, which contains the clinical dosage of one very special herb. An herb that's so powerful, drug companies want to keep it in the dark. This herb
Definitely more fire out of Manny, but the work, the efforts, the things he's doing on his stomach, the workouts, it's the same thing. The senator knows. I see him doing that extra work in the gym, and I see him doing the extra work out here. So it's a different feeling because Thurman was very vocal with it, but the senator knows that Spence is a very physical fighter, and he's going to bring it to him. And he's got to be ready. Sit-ups, the key, the stomach, the work he's putting in on that.
Well, obviously, you see the sit-ups every day we come out here. You talked about that. Earl's a big body guy, you know, he works on the body a lot, comes forward a lot. Is that kind of some of the mindset of the strategy that Earl might come in with?
Well, I think Earl's going to be Earl. Earl's going to fight his fight. The difference is he keeps coming and coming hard. Well, it's like running into a Mack truck. So there's one thing going after Porter, going after Danny Garcia, not a lot of firepower back. So I think, you know, Spence may alter his game plan a little as things get heated up.
I was going to say, everyone talks about the footwork with Manny Pacquiao, sparring partners. Everyone talks about just how difficult it is, the angles, you never know where he's at, right. Kind of, you know. Do you still see that Manny Pacquiao today and with the footwork and just being all over the ring?
I do, and I think fans that were out here this morning see it. You know, he works all the agility, exercises. That's a big key to Manny. That's what he's always had, and he hasn't lost a step.
The southpaw and southpaw thing, man, how do you feel that plays out? Manny hasn't fought a southpaw in over a decade, I want to say. It's been a long time.
Southpaw since David Diaz, but his whole life was fighting southpaws. You spar with the southpaw for 7 weeks. You make adjustments. You work it out. You know, so it's not that big a deal. Spence has fought a couple. It's not like he's fought a lot of southpaws, and he's never fought a southpaw like this.
Yeah, who has, right? Unless they actually fought Manny.
Yeah.
Casumero's also fighting. Well, I want to say in 2 weeks, right?
August
a little
14th,
less than 2 weeks. Yeah. How's he looking? I know he's usually out here with Manny sometimes. So how's
Casimero is again, that old cliche, everything's great, you know, doing fine. He's not out here because they're on different schedules now. Leading up to the fight, he's not running the mountain because his fight is very close. But, you know, Manny's very inspiring to guys like Casimero, so he's perfect too. I'm looking forward to a great fight.
What's going on with obviously, you know, Nito and Casimero didn't work out. It did work out, then it didn't. Is there, I mean, it seemed like a great lead up into Manny Pacquiao's fight, obviously two Filipinos fighting. Is just as a fight fan, is there any chance we could get that fight again at some point?
I think there's a good chance. I mean, Casimero's successful on the 14th. We'll revisit it right away. So,
all right, Sean. Anything else you got going on, brother? You want to tell the fans?
Just watch right here, baby. This is the most important fight. Yamir Marshall going for the gold Wednesday night. He's fighting in it's Thursday in Tokyo. Wednesday night here, 11:03. He's fighting for the bronze. But again, he didn't sign up for the bronze. Gold or bust. Yamir Marshall. That's the big one coming up this week.
And it's Knucklehead Sean, right? On
Knucklehead
Instagram?
Sean.
Yes, sir. I just wanted to get this up. I just wanted to get the shot where he takes off the shirt. Is that all right? And then I'll put it there. I just wanted to get the shot where he takes off the shirt. Is that all right? And then I'll put it there. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. Kasi if we go right there, there's gonna start to block out.
Laging hanap ko sa bawat sandali. Kahit saan man magpunta, pag-ibig ko sa'yo lang. Wala nang hahanapin pa kundi ikaw sinta. Dikit man aking magda, ika'y nakapinta. Please lang, lumingon ka naman. At pansinin mo ang puso ko na laging nag-aabang. Please lang, makinig ka naman sa awit ng pag-ibig ko na parang sa'yo lang. Kung akala mo ako'y nagbibiro lamang, lahat ay gagawin para mapatunayan ang mga letra ng pag-ibig ko sa'yo. Wagas hanggang wakas, paniwalaan mo. Please lang, lumingon ka naman. At pansinin mo ang puso ko na laging nag-aabang. Please lang, makinig ka naman sa awit ng pag-ibig ko na parang sa'yo lang.
prosperous and successful country. Huwag kayong mawala ng pag-asa. Huwag kayong mabahala. Nandiyan ang Panginoon palagi nagbabay sa atin. Kailangan natin.
Oh my God!
Give me the camera.
Oh, Manny.
Ready?
1, 2, 3. We'll do this one.
Franklin High School right here.
Manny, can we take a picture?
Manny.
Manny.
We just from Vegas to see you here, man.
How are you, sir? I'll see you. Thank you. I'll text you.
Johnny, move your towel.
Can we back up a little bit, bro? Back it up a little bit.
Back up, please. Back up. Back up.
Manny, can we take a picture?
Thank you very much, sir.
Manny.
Thank you, there.
Thank you. Manny.
Okay.
Can we take a picture? Please.
Hello.
A picture. A picture naman. A picture.
You guys.
Time.
To the left.
Julie, makapila ka ito. Ikit mo. Ate Julie, makapila ka ito. Makapila ka
Blue boy.
Mag-picture eh.
Blue boy.
Good boy. Well, what would you say is the biggest difference between Pacquiao at 42 and maybe like 10 years ago Pacquiao at 32?
Pardon?
Well, what's the difference between Pacquiao at 42, say maybe like 10 years ago Pacquiao at 32?
Of course, they have a small difference, but for me, until now, the motivation and the style and power is still there. But for me, as a trainer, I don't want to underestimate ERROL SPENCE. ERROL SPENCE is a good fighter, but for me, we grew up together with Manny. I know him; he never changed. He's still there. No difference. The power, speed, is still there.
When you heard Manny wanted to fight ERROL Spence, what was your first thought?
Oh, that Manny told me that he gonna fight ERROL Spence. I said, sounds good, because all the fighters, that's the dream. He wants to fight Manny Pacquiao because your opponent is Manny Pacquiao is big different. Some other opponents. Manny Pacquiao is a big team. So even Manny told me that the final opponent for the coming fight is ERROL Spence. So I don't waste my time to watch the previous fight of ERROL Spence.
Did you see anything different in ERROL Spence in his last fight compared to some of his other fights? The last fight was the only one after the accident.
Yeah, but we don't know what is the style of the training for the preparation of ERROL Spence for Manny Pacquiao. But to my team, of course, we need to prepare also. That's why Manny said yesterday he don't want underestimate ERROL Spence because ERROL Spence is a good fighter. They have the power, they have his own style. So for me, we need to give a good condition for Manny because his opponent is very young. So will we see? Goes 21.
With last one, with Manny fighting a southpaw again, When's the last time you fought a southpaw? Is that
Also, I just like almost 8 years, 9 years.
a while, right?
Yeah,
Probably
for a
for
while.
Errol Spence too. I want to say Lamont Peterson was his last southpaw.
Yeah, but almost 8 years to 9 years we did fight for the southpaw. Difference there. It depends to the result of the training.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Father mo. Ganun ba? Magaling balita ko sa kanya yun. Check up po pala? Yeah, sakit na siya. Ang father niya.
Opo.
Maganda naman ang grado ng aking ama. Kasi kapatid. Yung ate ako. Very friendly ang father mo. Ganun ba? Magaling balita ko sa kanya yun. Ay, pa, sino mga flauta sa Kiamba? Sa Kiamba? Saan? Sa Kiamba? Okay. Dito sa LA. Ina, dati ng paa ko. Sakit ng paa. May diabetes na. He was my favorite. Every in-house.
Ciao, ciao.
Continue lang, Tan. Continue lang. Kalto kasi to. Upload lagi puto-puto ako dapat di ko tanaw.
Ciao, ciao, cosa stai qui? When I'm in the ring, they call me the king. They think I'm becoming like Pacquiao. Oh my God! If we giving you something to chat about, I'm here to bring in the bag. I never live with a mask. I wouldn't come in the ring because I would go in with a wicked attack. When I'm in the ring, they call me the king. I think I'm becoming like Pacquiao. I'm thinking like Manny, we got really hanging. Hey, Manny!
And then, if this is your dad's last fight, how do you want people to remember your dad in boxing?
To me, he's the GOAT. Only 8 division world champ. Still a champion at the age of 42. So, yeah. To me, he's the GOAT. Yeah. GOAT of boxing.
Yeah, same. He's a legend inside and outside the ring. You know, as a boxer and as a father as well, he's the best. Perfect, I would say.
He's special.
Special, yeah.
Has he told you guys how long he wants to keep fighting?
Dude, hey, I put it on. Well, I don't know, but as long as he can still do it, I mean, we'll support him all the way.
Were you nervous when he picked Errol Spence, just kind of knowing boxing and knowing who Errol Spence is?
I mean, yeah, because I've been following boxing a long time, so I kind of understand, you know. Boxing is not really kind to people that stay too long, so I'm kind of nervous, but yeah, I think he can pull it off, you know, the speed, the experience, the angles he's going to use and everything, so yeah, I think he still has the upper hand.
If that pulls it off, would you like him to retire on the high note? Because there's pretty much you can't.
For me, yeah, actually, yeah. I'd want him to retire, you know, plays on top, and yeah.
Okay, which pound for pound number 1 aside for your dad?
Right now?
Yeah, aside for your dad.
Well, I like Canelo and the Japanese.
People ask me every day, what do I do to look the way that I do? When I tell them,
Guy Naoya, I think he's very good.
They say he's like similar to your dad. Do you see that at all? I don't see it.
Well, he's more of a, because my dad back in the day, he was like a slugger, you know, boxer slugger. So yeah, but you know, he's more of like he's kind of like a counter puncher style fighter. So yeah, I don't think so.
There's only one man.
What about Nonito's win, man? It's big.
Nonito? Yeah, good.
The oldest 118 pounds.
118 pounds? Yeah. Yeah, I watched the fight. It was a good fight.
It's up there with your dad. It's big.
Yeah, I think he's one of the Filipinos that are only four. He has 4, right? Am I correct? Yeah, 4 division. So yeah, it's good for Filipino boxing. You know.
What did you make of his beef with Casimero? Did you keep up with it?
Casimero? Oh yeah, I was actually following it. I heard it's off now, right?
Yeah, it's off.
Yeah, so yeah, I was kind of disappointed. I wanted them to fight, you know, because regardless of the winner, it's both Filipino champs. So.
What do you tell them about their beef? They had a very public beef. What can you tell them?
I think Nonito should still fight him. You know, if he talked bad about you and you know just fight him.
Payback in the
yeah, because like with De La Hoya, Mayorga, he still fought him. Yeah, he made him pay in the ring. So yeah, I wish the fight still happens.
What do you think about if Nonito rematched Inoue? How do you think that fight will play out?
What about McGregor?
Conor McGregor. Poor guy. I feel bad for him. I don't want the fight to end that way.
That's what he gets. Straight up.
Yeah.
He's not a bad guy.
Yeah, it's just all showing.
Yeah.
But it sells.
With the Donaire Inoue,
if they fought again? Well, I think Inoue is at top of his game right now. You know, I don't think anyone could beat him in his weight class right now. If he goes up, then maybe. You know, but right now in 118, no one beats him. I think. Yeah.
Thanks, man.
Thank you.
What does the future hold for you guys? Exhibition, maybe?
No, I don't know. We'll see. But I'm training, so yeah, we'll see what happens in the future.
He said decision. What do you say?
Thank you.
Decision as well.
Yeah. You know, Errol's a tough guy too. I've been watching Errol for a long time, so yeah.
You know what's crazy? Your dad could fight anybody, make $1 gazillion.
Yeah.
But he's fighting the best, baddest 147 on the planet with 2 belts. Do you guys talk to him about it?
Yeah, he just says that he wants a real fight and he wants to keep fighting the best and he wants to show that age is just a number. So yeah, we support him.
Man, he's moving so fast today. It's record speed. I've been around him 12 years. You noticed that?
Yeah, he still looks good. I don't know how. At age 42, he's still running.
He's 27.
Dad said that Spence is better than Floyd Mayweather. Do you agree with that, or what do you make of that statement?
I think he's trying to say Errol has he fights toe to toe better. You know, he's more of he can slug better than Mayweather. Because Mayweather's he's
defensive.
Yeah, defensive fighter. So I think that was what he was trying to say.
Yeah. What did you guys think of Mayweather's fight against Logan Paul? Did you guys watch it?
I mean, I saw the highlights, but I didn't really watch the whole thing. So I don't know. Did you watch it?
No, I didn't watch.
No.
What did you think of the highlights? Did Mayweather still look good, or could he still give your dad a rematch and would it still be a better fighter?
Well, I think he's been inactive too long, so I don't think he would go straight in. So maybe he would like a tune-up fight or something. So I'm not sure.
You know, one advantage of your dad fighting at 42, that you guys are adults already.
Yeah.
And you can appreciate it. Because all the time when fighters fight, the kids are 1-year-olds, they don't remember anything. So how are you absorbing this whole experience where your dad's an icon, he may be the greatest of all time, and you can appreciate it?
Yeah, it's actually nice looking at it from the outside. We know how hard it is now, especially that I started getting into it now. So yeah, I actually know it's actually really hard.
We saw your sparring, man. Tell us about that. Is that like a precursor of what might come, maybe?
Well, I'm still. I've only been training for about 2 to 3 years, so I don't know yet. I try to spar regularly, because I heard that's how you get better. So we'll see.
You know what's crazy? Your dad's shadow boxing is so unique, but you're probably the closest thing to it. Your shadow boxing it's almost duplicate. Can we see a little bit of it? Can you show us? Yeah.
Well, I try to copy him the way he works because he's a, so.
Your brother even got out of the way, man. Your brother got out of the way.
What's your trainer? We don't see one.
A little bit? Well, I don't know.
Bernie, do the mitts.
One. Double one, always. There you go, always.
There you go.
Double 1, 2. Bam, bam, boom. That's it. You got the speed. Come on. Double 1, 2.
He doesn't want to hurt your Bernie. Don't easy on you.
When you engage, remember, when you engage, it's secret. Got it.
It's not a secret.
When you engage, you got to step inside. Okay? When you engage, you want to try to engage, you step inside. What you do is boom, boom. Right? You don't do 1 and 2, no. You go because you plan to engage. So you go inside. Bam, bam, bam. Go.
Angles.
There you go. 1, 1, 2. Bam, 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 boom. All right. 1, 1, 2, 3. English. All right. See? Bam, 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 boom. Piti na yun. Okay. Bam, 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 boom. Bang! That's it. Balik sa batas. Bam! Bam! Let's go. Bilis yun na siya. Igo na ganit siya. Boom! Bilis yun na. That's it.
Have you ever sparred your dad?
No, I don't think I'm ready for that.
That is a master. Yeah. That is a master. He's the best. Yeah. Still learning for daddy. A lot.
Obviously, you're into boxing. You love boxing. Who are some of your favorite fighters besides Manny Pacquiao and your dad? Who do you enjoy watching?
I enjoy, Sugar Ray, Loma, Teofimo. Yeah, I like those guys.
They're really cool. Teofimo and Loma can have a rematch. Who do you like in that one?
I still got Teo. I mean, like a year before the fight happened, I told you. Remember?
I remember, and I told him
I said Teo could beat him.
Pacquiao versus Spence.
Man, it was going to be a great fight. I do believe that Pacquiao is going to win. He has the athleticism. He has all the skills. He has the quickness. He has the power. And at 42 years old, he's still showing that he can hang in there with the best guys. I mean, he showed it. He showed it last time out with Thurman, and I think he's going to show it again with Spence.
The best man, the Spence fight. I'm backing him. I know he can win this fight, and he will win this fight. The way, the hunger that Manny has inside him, even at this, what he's done in his career, you can see it's burning. I'm backing him all the way. I'm in his corner.
Would you favor him in this fight? You feel like he's definitely 100% going to win? I mean, Spence obviously is the next coming southpaw, big puncher. Probably is going to move up to 54 soon. He's a big guy.
Yeah, look, I think that could be an issue with him coming down in weight. Obviously, Spence is a big, welterweight, so the weight could play a part where, he might take that fight 2 extra where he should have moved up. That could be a problem. Manny's awkward speed, the way he moves, the way he throws shots from different angles, the explosive power, the footwork, something that Spence would have never seen before. You cannot prepare for that. No matter what sparring partners you get, you cannot prepare for what Manny brings to the ring. So it's a hell of a fight. It's a good fight, and I'm excited for it. And like I said, I'm in Manny's corner. I'm backing him. I'm supporting him, and he'll get the job done. If anyone can, Manny can.
Take on Pacquiao versus Spence, man. Huge fight in August. The biggest fight until your fight gets announced in September, I would probably say. How does that fight play out? What does Spence have to do to get a victory in that fight?
I mean, Manny's a legendary fighter, but, I'm rocking with Errol. We've been, cool for a long time. I think Errol's got all the tools to get the job done. I think he's going to get his hand raised.
What do you think about that? Pacquiao at 42 years old taking on the youngest, biggest line that there is in the division.
I mean, all you can do is take your hat to him. So you get in there with young champions like Errol, it's commendable.
It's gonna be a tough fight for both of them. But because I know Pacquiao is gonna give his all. But it's just when you get older, I'm older now. I realize I don't recover as quick as I used to.
Right.
Age, baby. I can still do what I do, but it's just what's going to happen if you put me in this pressure thing where that I'm because I can get in that spot and
you're gonna be aching.
All of a sudden, if I stop and everything stops, I can't do it again.
Right.
I can't do it again.
Pacquiao versus Spence, huge fight in July. How does that fight play? I'm sorry, in August. How does that fight play out?
I think it's gonna be a real good fight, but I think Spence is just too much right now. Spence, he's like, he's just real confident. He just got back from his accident and he's doing great. I think Spence gonna be a little too much, but I think Pacquiao's gonna give him a good go, a run for his money. But Spence gonna edge it out too.
New division, Spence versus Pacquiao, man. The legend, 42 years old, still taking on the biggest challenges. Talk about that and just break down that fight for me.
That's a great fight, 50-50 fight. I feel like Spence, something was off about him his last fight when he fought Danny. I feel like he's gonna be better this fight when he fight Pacquiao. Yeah, I feel like, but you can't count Pacquiao out. So it's a 50-50 fight for me, and I made the best man win.
It's crazy that like a 52-year-old against one of the best, if not the best welterweight in the world right now, gets a good, like a legit 50-50. It's a coin toss. That's how great Manny is, right?
Yeah. That's how he a legend. So at the end of the day, who don't want to fight a legend? And then you beat a legend, you got that on your resume. So may the best man win.
Pacquiao versus Spence, big fight coming up. What do you think about that fight?
Yeah, I'm excited to see that. And like he could have chose any opponent, but he chose Spence. Like that's kind of scary. That kind of like makes me think like, what does Pacquiao know about himself that we don't know? And like every time you like even doubt him, he just shows that like he's still great. He's Manny Pacquiao. So
Fury about man, Errol Spence versus Manny Pacquiao, huge fight coming up this summer. You smile. I think like the same smile you have is the smile every boxing fan has.
Great fight, you know.
Talk to me about.
Yeah, Pacquiao, you know, he's a great fighter. He's older already, but he's still doing big things. He beat Thurman, and you know, Thurman is a very young fighter. He was at his top, and Pacquiao beat him. So I think he could do the same against Errol Spence. He could surprise everybody. But you know, we're gonna see what Pacquiao brings, and because I think he's really quick, fast, and he has the power.
Yeah, and man, 42 years old, still taking on the
I know. He is. If he beats Spence, I think he's gonna make the best in the planet.
Yeah, man. No, it's hard to argue with you.
Okay, now I know you're close to Errol Spence. You guys are friends in the Olympics, maybe even before. He's fighting Manny Pacquiao. Give me your assessment of the fight.
It's a good fight, man. I'm rooting for my boy Errol Spence, knowing the fact that he's been through a lot and he's been through a lot of adversity, and man, he survived that horrible accident where he almost passed away, man. It was sad seeing him like that, and I'm glad that he's now walking with God and walking on the right path and taking care of his family and doing everything right. And I truly believe that he's fighting and being the best Errol Spence that he possibly can, and I think that he's going to be training hard. But Manny Pacquiao is a guy that you can't underestimate. He's one hell of a fighter, but my heart and my prediction goes with Errol Spence, not stoppage but by decision.
I'm sure you've seen Errol being in the Olympics. You've seen him against southpaws and stuff like that. How well does he do against other southpaws?
He does very well. He does very well. But the thing is, Manny Pacquiao has a different type of awkwardness and a different type of speed going into that fight. And I think that Errol Spence is going to have to get adjusted to that type of speed going into it. He's just going to have to adapt inside that ring, because you can't get that kind of speed and that kind of velocity and that kind of footwork in sparring, man, because nobody else fights like Manny Pacquiao. So I think the first couple rounds, I think Errol Spence is going to have to get adjusted and adapt to that speed. But Errol Spence is one hell of a fighter, and I feel like he adapts very, very well. I've seen him fight in the amateurs, and I've seen him fight as a pro, and he's able to, adapt to every style and be able to break down the opponent. And I think that he's going to do the exact same thing with Manny Pacquiao.
Pacquiao Spence, man, that's a huge fight coming up.
Pacquiao Spence, another one. Manny Pacquiao is a great fighter. He's done tremendous things throughout the game. He had a about Manny. Manny's still a fucking king. He's a king, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just that, chain of the gods. You know what I'm saying? Nobody in this game beats Father's Time. Nobody.
I was going to say 42 years old, man. Still going after the top dogs.
I mean, I commend him for being in there. I mean, that's dope. Me, I'm 43, and I'm not fighting no 20-year-olds and no 30-year-olds. You can forget about it. I'm fighting a motherfucker old like me that's been through the shit I've been through. You know what I mean? That's it.
Pacquiao Spence coming up in August. Yeah, good fight. We all want to see that fight. The veteran against Errol Spence, the young fighter. How do you see that fight going? Who's your favorite?
I favor Errol, because I'm close to Errol, so I'm definitely going to favor Errol.
Real quick.
all right, thanks guys.
Wilder Tyson. We got to speak on that.
Wilder.
Yeah. My man. Thank you.
Errol Spence and Pacquiao.
What? Yeah. I don't count Manny out. Don't count Manny. Everybody, you look at that fight and you say, come on. It's an easy fight for Spence. That's what people said when Manny fought De La Hoya. Don't count Pacquiao out. He has something special about him.
You know Manny very well. What's the smallest thing that you think gonna trouble Spence in the ring? Like, what's anything stand out? Like,
Yeah, because of the way that Pacquiao moves. Remember the De La Hoya fight when he was in with a slower guy like De La Hoya who knew how to fight? He attacked from the left side. By the time De La Hoya responded, Pacquiao was on the other side. He's a very, very difficult fighter to fight. Now, if he starts standing in there and slugging it out with Spence, who's much bigger, then he has problems. But if he keeps moving and pecks away at Spence, he'll win the fight.
Manny hasn't faced a southpaw in a very long time. Do you think that will come into play at all?
Nah, it doesn't matter for Pacquiao. His style, it doesn't matter.
Spence Pacquiao, man, the 42-year-old legend, still going after the biggest names. First, what do you think about that? Just kind of at 42 years old, still wanting the cream of the crop and break down that fight.
Well, I think with Errol Spence and Pacquiao, I think as far as Pacquiao is concerned, look, at his age, people could take a lot from him. Obviously he eats right, he trains hard, he keeps his body in great condition, he does everything that he's supposed to do. And this is why he's able to stay at the top of the game. And as far as Errol Spence is concerned, the same way. I think the car accident really helped him out a lot. Gave him, another sense of life and another sense of, I love this sport. This is what I want to do. And I love to be on top. So, look, it's going to be a hell of a fight. I don't think it's going to be as easy as either one thinks, but, look, I'm looking forward to that one, and, I'll definitely be a spectator.
Yeah, so first, what do you think about Manny Pacquiao, 42 years old, taking on the biggest challenges that you possibly can, and how do you feel about that?
I think what's interesting about this fight is that Pacquiao at his age has been off a long time. And that has to hurt him. If he could overcome that and be sharp and skilled and fight the way he fought Thurman, I'd be very surprised. 2 years is a long time. I think Errol got that first fight off the back since the accident, so I expect him to be sharp, not as rusty. So my logic says you have to be with Errol Spence.
Manny
Pacquiao, the legend, at 42 years old, going to face the biggest, baddest dog there is, right? And Errol Spence at 147, man. Tell me about that fight. How does that fight play out?
You know what? You gotta hand it to Pacquiao. A legend, a great jacket. Not scared to fight anybody. But man, he's going against Spence. I love Spence, man. I like, his style. I like the way he works the body. I think he's gonna be a little bit too big for Pacquiao. I got Spence on this.
Yeah. Do you feel that like it's too much for Manny at 42 years old, or it's just because Spence is Spence and he's just it's his time?
You know what? You can never count out Pacquiao. He's still for being an older guy. He still has the speed. We know that he trains hard. He's always ready for every fight. So look at what happened against
Keith Thurman.
With Keith Thurman. Everybody counted him out, but then again, can't compare. At least to me, you can't compare Spence to Keith Thurman. So I think it's gonna be a really good fight, but I think Spence pulls it out.
Hi there, welcome to Forward. Come on in. I'm Dr. Nate Favini. I'm our medical.
Well, you're one of the few coaches that has the victory over Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao facing Errol Spence. What do you advice would you give Spence going into the Pacquiao?
Look, all I can tell you is this. I saw Manny Pacquiao's last fight against Keith Thurman, and it's all the credit to Manny Pacquiao. He's a great fighter. He's a great warrior, a legend. At his age, we're 42 years old, still fighting young fighters like Errol Spence. We saw against Keith Thurman that he was dominating the early rounds. And what happens in the later rounds? That's what happens. You know, it's age. It's the age. He's fighting against a solid 147 pounder on Errol Spence, and I think he's gonna give Errol Spence trouble in the early rounds. But towards the later rounds, the same thing's gonna happen. Age is gonna kick in, and Errol Spence is gonna take over.
I like that assessment because not many people are saying Pacquiao's age is going to be a difference in this fight.
Oh, it is. Well, I saw it in the Thurman fight. Okay. On the Thurman fight, if you go back and watch the Thurman fight, Manny Pacquiao was very, very elusive, strong, and fast in the early rounds, and then towards the end of the round, Thurman was, landing some great shots, and he was hurting him. But that's because of the age. You gotta understand, Manny Pacquiao has over 60 fights. Every fight comes with a territory. He's a training camp, wear and tear. So, 42 years old, any day, age kicks in and you're done. I've seen it with Sergio Martinez, with Miguel Cotto, with everybody. There's a fight where age kicks in and that's it, and Manny Pacquiao was showing those symptoms already, even from his last fight against Thurman. I saw it, and I see, like I said, Manny Pacquiao can still put in a fight in the early rounds, but I don't think he hurt Errol Spence because Errol Spence is physically strong. He's young, but I think that in the early rounds he's going to give him problems. But after the 5th, 6th round, I think Errol Spence is going to start, dominating, but not because of the style. It's because of the age. Because Manny Pacquiao is already 42 years old.
Spence,
great fight. Can't wait. I'm a student.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
Talk about this Pacquiao taking on this challenge at 42.
Again, Pacquiao was on his way out. He decided to fight Spence. It's a good thing to show, greatness, passing it on to keep greatness going. It's going to be a good fight. You know what I'm saying? Because I thought Thurman was going to give Pacquiao a hard way to go. It looked that way, So it's a good fight for a boxing fan, for people that know Pacquiao as a person than a boxer. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people gonna come out for that.
As a boxing head, are any of those stick out as the one, as the fight? Those the last three is
Pacquiao Spence.
Yeah.
Pacquiao Spence. Those are the fights I want to see.
Yes, Calvin. Thank you so much for your time,
Thank
sir.
you.
I really appreciate it.
you.
Thank you. That's a lot.
¿Qué más quieres? ¿Qué más quieres? Si no le sale bien, ahora le voy a decir que por qué no le sale bien. Sí, no. Freddy ya se había dormido. Sleep waiting for Manny.
I'm gonna step on you guys.
You gonna move, Rick?
No. You said it. I'm gonna step on you.
Was work out at 16? No way. You don't work in my days.
And
That's he's right now.
it's when you're fighting, yeah, usually when you're fighting. If he's sparring, yeah, I'm not sparring him.
So he works out every day at 16.
No, 14. But mitts, 8.
Sounds better.
No,
Speed.
get used to what you're fighting in, you know?
You use winning 8s in training?
Yeah.
And then Ray is in the fight, right?
Yeah, do that.
I help him anytime. You know that. Somebody should have
Well, oh. What are you doing, man? Yeah. Yeah. Good job. Good job. Good. Yeah. Yeah. Two. Good. Good. Yeah. Good job. One, two. One, two. Yeah. One, two. Yeah. Yeah. Would you? That's it. Would you? Yeah. Getting warm up. Would you? Would you? Yes, you guys. I'm out.
Guardo.
All right, guys, right here. Stop first, please. Can't see you. All right, here we go, guys. 3, 2, 1. Everybody flex. Come on.
Ready, stand up.
Right here. Over here, no, over here. Right here.
Over here, guys. Over here, Manny. Over here, guys. Over here, please. Manny. Thank you. One more right here, everybody. One more right here. Let's see those abs. Don't let with his hair. Manny, Manny. Come on, boy. Let me see, boy.
There he is.
Oh, you're welcome. Be patient. No problem.
Well,